Have you heard of Google local service ads but don't really know what they are or how to start? If that's you, then this video is for you. Mike Edelberg here, and for those that don't know who I am, I run Plumber's Choice Marketing, where we work with plumbing, heating and air conditioning businesses to build their online presence and generate a consistent, reliable stream of new customers requesting their services. So today we're going to be diving into one of Google's newest features, which is the local service ads. We're going to be discussing what are local service ads, how do they work, what do you need to get started, the pros and cons, and then we're going to walk you through an account creation so that you can get started with local service ads today and start bringing in leads right now. And then we're going to give you some tips and tricks on how you can beat your competitors and outrank with your local service ads. So stick around, this one's going to be jam-packed with value, and let's dive into it. So what are Google local service ads? Now, these are the newest feature from Google. They have been around for around a year or so, but a lot of businesses aren't utilizing them. And we're finding that with our customers, so we're getting them started straight away. We've got a whole heap of experience creating accounts and optimizing accounts to make sure that they're bringing in leads for less. So where do you find these Google local service ads? Now, these are actually at the top of the search results when someone's searching for your services in your area. And what you'll see is a little box with a green little tick that says Google Guaranteed. Now, these are above the traditional pay-per-click ads, which have usually been at the top of the page. They're above the maps listings, and they're also above the organic search rankings. So how do Google local service ads work? Now, this is where they're really unique and they vary from the traditional pay-per-click. And this is because they're pay per lead. So a lot of businesses that we've worked with, they've previously thrown away thousands by wasting money on pay-per-click that didn't convert to leads. With the local service ads, you're only paying when someone contacts your business directly. And if they're not a genuine lead, you can even request a refund. So to get started with Google local service ads, what you need is a registered business. Unfortunately, if you're a sole trader and you don't have a registered business, you can't use local service ads. Your business needs to be insured and you need to have a Google My Business profile. If you tick all of those boxes, then you can create your Google local service ads account. Now, before we jump into the account creation and show you how to get started, I'm just going to run you through a few pros and cons of Google local service ads because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. So some of the pros include you're only paying for leads, okay? How good is that? You don't have to pay for clicks, you're only paying for leads. You're at the top of the page on Google, so you're above all other listings. You get a Google Guaranteed badge, so your business looks verified and you automatically build trust with these leads. You're getting put in touch with high intent leads. These are people who are really looking for your service in your area. They want someone to come out and they're ready to make a phone call. And lastly, these leads are generally much cheaper than pay-per-click or other forms of advertising. So they're high intent, they're ready to buy, and they're generally coming in pretty cheap. So what could possibly go wrong? Well, now I'm going to go through a few of the cons. Local service ads are very, very competitive in your area. So it's very hard to actually get people to make the call and call your business. It's very difficult to actually optimize your Google local service ads. Now, we're going to give you a whole heap of tips that you can go ahead and implement to try and outrank your competitors. But at the end of the day, it's up to the Google algorithm and it's very difficult to optimize. Another con is the fact that you can't actually advertise specific services. In a sense, if you want boiler installs or hot water installations, you can't advertise those specifically. It would be more plumbing or heating. And this is where pay-per-click really does outperform local service ads because you can actually advertise the services that you want leads coming in for. Whereas local service ads, you're just going to get whatever leads are coming in for plumbing, heating or air conditioning. It might be repairs, it might be installations. There's no guarantee. The other con is you're not really able to showcase your business. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what your leads will see, but it's not much. It's really just a small snapshot rather than showcasing your work. Great, so let's jump in and we're going to create a Google local service ads account, and then we're also going to go through exactly how you can optimize your account to outrank your competitors. All right, now we're going to walk through our local service ads account creation. We're also going to go through some optimization techniques on how you can start your account and start bringing in some leads right away. Now, I will mention local service ads are currently only available in the UK and USA. However, if you're in Australia and you're watching this, stick around because it's highly likely with the way that they're performing, they're going to be in Australia very soon. Great, so we're going to start off by just searching in Google for local service ads and clicking on this top link here and pressing get started. We're going to select your location and where you are, postcode and what you're actually offering. So most of you, this will be HVAC, maybe HVAC and plumbing. and then you're just going to press check your eligibility, and then you're able to sign up here. So local service ads, as I mentioned previously, you appear in the top results, you only pay for real leads, and you build your business's local reputation. So we're just going to press get started here, and we're just going to put in some simple details about your business. So your name, your registration, business phone number, website, owner's first name, last name, total number of workers. Now, I will let you in on a secret hint here that Google actually requires you to do background checks on all of your workers. So even if you've got 10 trucks on the road, if you want to get your Google local service ads running tomorrow, just put in one field worker as yourself. That'll make the registration process go a lot quicker. Then you want to put in your street address, make sure that this matches your Google My Business profile, postal town, and then do you have a location? Remember, if you're running your business out of your van and you don't have a shop, do not put in a location that the customers can visit. Then you're just going to press next, and that's your account created. So the next step in the account setup is the business verification. And this is actually why I created this video today. I was just going through our accounts that we've got on record and making sure that they're all up to date. We've got actually a spreadsheet that shows, when different documents need to be verified again. And I can see here that I was going through and I was like, why not create a YouTube video on how you can actually set this up so that other businesses can set this up and start bringing in leads right away. So you can see here, we've got a business here. Their insurance just expired yesterday. So we're currently waiting on them to provide us updated insurance information. But what you'll need to verify your business is proof of insurance. So there's insurance requirements. You can check them out on Google's site. You need to ensure that you've got licenses for whatever you're registering your business for. In the UK, you need to be gas safe. Then you've got your business registration, so your registration with the government. You've got your customer reviews, which also get brought in with your Google My Business profile. You got your bidding and budget, which we'll discuss shortly. Your billing information. Now, if you've got a Google Ads account, you don't have to worry about this. Just link it with your Google Ads account, your pay-per-click account. If you don't, then you'll have to set up a payment profile. And then the last one is your business profile. So you're just linking your Google My Business profile. Great, so while I've got you, I thought I'll also just show you exactly what the Google local service ads look like. So I've just searched for plumbers in Brighton, and you can see here that there's these 2 ads up here that have got a Google guaranteed tick, and these are Google local service ads. Now you can see that it's not actually showing a huge amount of business details other than the name, number of reviews, the review ranking, how many years in business, and that's essentially it. And you can message or call these businesses. Now you'll see that they appear right at the top of the search results. This is a huge advantage, okay? They're above the pay-per-click ads, they're above the maps listings, and then they're also above the organic rankings. So you're right at the top of the page when people are searching for your business in your area. Vary from something like pay-per-click, where you can actually showcase your work. You can put out some special offers and whatnot to try and entice people to call your business. With the local service ads, it's just plain and simple. Very little advertising, but you're getting that top of the page, which is super important. Our Google local service ads account created. I've just jumped into a client account here, and this is your profile and budget page. Now this is probably the most important page that you'll be accessing, and you can see here that you can edit all of your business's information. So you want to be making sure that all of this information is up to date and current. You want to have your postcode, your address, phone number. I strongly suggest having a tracking number in there, a link to your website, licenses. We also want to go for a budget. Now I will say that with this budget, you'll see here that we've got a budget of nearly £350 per week. With local service ads, because it's so competitive, it's very unlikely that you actually spend your budget. So having a high budget will allow you to rank all of the time, or put you in a position to rank all of the time. Don't be scared. I would suggest starting off with a very high budget, see how Google actually spends it, because I think that what you'll find is that they don't actually spend your budget as quickly as you might think. It also does depend on where you're ranking. So next is the job types. You definitely want to have every single job type that you offer available here. So I think that for this business, we are doing plumbing and HVAC, and you can see here that they're not offering heat pumps, install AC, oil tanks, etc. But if you are offering those services, then you want to be ensuring that you've got them listed as on. Now we'll go down to the photos. Now I strongly suggest not using stock photos here. So you want to use real photos from your business. Get the business owner in there, get the van in there if you have a van, if you've got a wrap van. Just make sure that you're putting as many genuine photos in there as possible. We've got the settings on. We want to be maximizing the leads, and then we also want to make sure that we've got the service areas selected, which for some reason it is not showing up there, but you can see once we click into it, we've actually got all of those service areas selected. So usually this would be highlighted on this page. I'm just curious if that's just, I need to refresh this one. Yeah, that's correct. So you should be seeing something like this. And then your business hours, You only want to have your business hours on when you can answer the phone. If you're not answering the phone and you've got leads coming through your local service ads, Google will penalize you. So how do you actually navigate your Google local service ads account? Once you've got your profile set up, once everything's been optimized, how do you navigate your way around, and how do you actually see where the leads are coming in? So you've got this side panel here. Now your panel will look a little bit different because we do manage a significant number of Google local service ads account, but what you want to navigate to is this leads section, and this is where the leads actually populate, and you can respond to them, or you can mark them as booked or mark them as archived, and you can actually dispute the leads if they're not genuine leads. So when you do select the leads drop down, you'll be presented with a page like this. Now you have a drop down here which shows you new, active, book, completed. I'm not going to actually go into any of these areas because it does show personal details for the leads that have contacted this business, but you can jump in there, you can click on your leads, and then you can communicate with them. You can actually mark them as booked or mark them as complete, and that's essentially it. Great, so now we've been through the account creation. You know how to set up your Google local service ads account. You know how to optimize it as much as you can during the account creation. Now we're going to go through some other steps that you can actually use to optimize your Google local service ads account. So number one, optimize your Google My Business profile. This is super important. If your Google My Business profile is highly optimized, the algorithm is going to love that and you're going to rank much higher. And if you missed it, I've got a video on optimizing your Google My Business profile, so jump in and check that one out. And next, you want to be getting as many reviews as possible. Now, what you'll notice with local service ads is a lot of the businesses that are ranking in those top 2 spots have got more reviews than anyone else. They're positive reviews, so they've got a high review score, and they're also responding to their comments with keywords. So next, you want to have the correct location on your Google My Business listing, because where the lead is actually searching from will dictate whether or not your local service ad gets shown. So if your business is located close to the lead, then there's a higher chance that your business will get shown to that lead searching for your service in your area. So the next one is responding to your leads, and what I'm referring to here is responding to your leads within the local service ad system. So once someone's contacted your business, they might have called you up, you might have booked them in for a job, you still want to go back into the local service ad system, mark that lead as booked, and potentially send them a message on there saying that you're looking forward to your booking. Okay? So Google's actually going to rank you higher if you're using their systems and you're not just getting the leads, taking them offline, putting them in your CRM and ignoring their system. So by actually responding to them on the system, marking the leads that you book jobs as booked and sending messages through their system, they're going to showcase you to more leads in your area. And lastly, you just want to make sure that you've got your local service ads profile set up absolutely perfectly. You want your business hours to align with your Google My Business listing, and make sure that everything is absolutely on point as we discussed in the walkthrough. So that's all for this video. If you like this video or you found this video valuable, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below to continue receiving more valuable content. So that's it. Have an amazing day or night, and I really appreciate you sticking around to the end. Cheers.